where does this adage come from?
Thank you so much. Very good morning to everyone again. Those who are streaming, friends, family, loved ones, everyone, Trotro stations, everywhere. So my dad works with the fire service band. So my dad plays the trumpet.
Oh, your dad is a musician.
Exactly.
Wow.
So growing up, when you're a barracks boy or when your dad works with a security service, obviously you're going to polish his shoes. So all the time when I was growing up, he would tell me, "Child, polish the shoe, make it shine before you go bring to me.
Okay.
Polish till it shines before you bring it." So after university, I think when I was in the university, I started to coin it to relate it to my life. So, this man always they tell me, say, polish the shoe, make it shine. And I said, no, I think I have to also polish my life till it shines. So I started it, so polish till it shine. And it didn't make sense back then, but I'm sure by God's grace, it is making sense now.
Wow. So that's where it comes from.
Exactly, polish. So big shout out to my father, Mr. David Cranton J.
Wow. Where is he?
Fire service band. When you go to the fire
service,
is
he still with them?
He's still there. He plays. He's one of the leading trumpeters at fire service band. Regimental.
So yes, it's unfortunate I have to jump quickly into it because it was a question I wanted to ask, but I don't want to skip it. So is he the one that taught you how to play the trumpet?
Yes, when I was in class 6. When I was in class 6, yes. So every year he teaches the church, the youth in the church. So it got to the part where, I was part of the people that he has to groom. So that year he added me. And so he taught me, so from junior high school to senior high school I was playing. So after senior high school, I had love for music because I could read. I attend Salvation Army. In Salvation Army Church, we read.
Definitely.
We read music.
You pick up the trumpet.
Exactly.
What is it with Salvation Army and the horns?
So the little history I know is that those days they used to go to the communities and they use the trumpet to win souls because of music. So when the community hears that, there's a certain church in our area playing trumpets, the children and the aged and everyone will come around because of the music. So they use that sort of evangelism. So that's the history behind.
So yes, you picked up the trumpet.
Yes.
But did you have? Okay, continue to.
Yes. So after senior high school, I was still playing. I had so much love for music. I was reading then. So I had two passions: journalism and music. So I bought GIJ. Forms came later, but Winneba came earlier. So I went to University of Education Winneba to read music. So I hold a degree in music education.
Wow.
Yes. I was posted to Ashama Senior High School, but I think we'll get there. I never,
Why?
I still have my teacher's appointment, but that was 2017. I had my teacher's appointment.
But why did you never go?
So I think at that point, that love for media, social media was the order of the day. So I had so much passion with media journalism because I told myself that I really actually wanted to go into journalism. So let me actually go into it. So I remember when I told my mom that I am not going to teach, she cried because I'm the first child.
Oh.
Mommy has taken good care of you. Your parents have taken good care of you. You are now at university. People are praying to actually get posted. And then you get posted. Then you tell your mom that you are not going. You're going to do blogging. So my mom was furious. Called church elders, called my aunties to come and convince me that no, like, on to be in country. And her ideology when it comes to blogging was that, or no, him say Facebook. So my mom was you see, when on Facebook, no, so now post to Nema. And another person would life here now. So I told my mom to give me just 2 years to prove a point. And so fast forward 2 years, I started getting some little money. I was on radio, TV, some few things that, and she was getting feedback from her colleagues at work that my mom is a nurse actually. My mom is a nurse at Salvation Army Hospital at Aguna Duaka. So my mom was finally happy that, I was kind of sorting family things small. And I just asked her to pray for me and wish me the very best. And I'm going to make history.
Was it difficult picking up the trumpet?
It wasn't difficult because I remember anytime my dad was going to church, playing the trumpet, I was with him. When he was teaching the choir, I was with him. So that passion was there. So anytime I picked the trumpet trying to blow, and he told me, "Hey, the right time will come, I'll teach you." So it wasn't actually difficult. I think it wasn't me. I hardly play these days, but anytime I touch, crazy. You notice that the thing is in my veins.
Right. I think I saw your there was a video you had gone to a church.
Yes.
And someone was performing. I think it was your performance. I don't know whether it was in Takrady.
Takrady, yes. Yeah. SK Frimpong. So he had a gospel show at Takrady, and I was one of the guest performers.
Were they shocked to see
Very
you?
shocked, because when they mentioned, let's welcome blogger Kobby Kyei to minister, they thought I was coming to talk about social media. So I was holding the trumpet. You could feel from their faces, what is happening? What is happening? So I gave the musicians, I told them, ye flats. They were also shocked. Hey, ye flats? I said, yeah, ye flats. So just give me a key, let's go. I gave them the tempo, let's do 6/8. So 6/8 is like agbaja.
Do we have the video on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys get on Facebook. Get on Facebook. Kobby Kyei is my special guest here. Are we on YouTube? Oh, so we are live on YouTube as well. Get on Facebook and YouTube and watch blogger Kobby Kyei as he takes us on a Sunsum journey. on a Sunsum journey. Well, messages have started coming in already. It's still General Mangbeze says, listening from New Jersey, USA. Kobby Kyei is just an extraordinary blogger in Ghana, and we all have to give him that push. Polish till you shine. Augustus Pilos, a most decent and educative blogger. Koja Sempa Furniture Works says, good morning to you and your listeners from Koja Sempa Furniture Works in Kumasi. Alrighty. I have information. Good morning to you, workers of Los Angeles Barbershop, Community 2 in Tema. Los Angeles Barbershop. Good morning to you. And to you, Akuvi is also listening. Kobby, most of the time your name is mentioned and the adage is educative and what do they say? Decent and educative blogger. Why do you think people have tagged you with that? Is it something you pride yourself or brag with it? Or anyway, have you seen it?
Yeah. First of all, I feel humbled anytime I see that, because when I was starting blogging, I told my soul, my spirit that I want to stand for impact. And so when I get feedbacks like this, thank God that it's not coming from me, but the audience, the people that are my community or my followers, it makes me feel more humble to believe that I'm actually impacting society and giving them the right information. So far as media is concerned, to entertain and inform, to educate. So if I'm playing that role very well, it means that I'm inspiring young ones out there.
So there are lots of blogging. Which one are you?
Okay, so first of all, when I started, because of my music background, I started as an entertainment blogger, where, obviously what everybody does, go for events, press conferences, interviews, and which I still do. But it got to a point where I noticed that, fine, entertainment is good. It plays a major role in the economy. But what I can also do, because when I look at the blogging space, nobody is actually tackling issues when it comes to developmental. So I said, let me also be the voice for the voiceless. Joy FM or Adom FM will want to send the reporters to the villages to cover the untold stories or be the voice for the voiceless. So that's what I can also do, because I noticed that we're in a global village where social media is also growing. So aside the entertainment, what can I also do? Let me speak for people. Let me share stories of others. So I find myself in between entertainment and developmental blogging.
I see. Does it pay?
Of course. By God's grace. And I'm using by God's grace because when you're out there, you might think that some of these sacrifices don't pay, especially with the developmental blogging. I was in the central region the whole of last week, from Monday to Thursday. And when people actually saw me, the videos are not even out there, but when people saw that I was in their community, when I posted the teasers, people from the diaspora are sending me money to actually say that this is their community and they're happy I'm there. And the amount of money they send me is crazy because they feel that this is what journalism is all about. You understand? And I've also been able to create a niche for myself where I find myself in the diplomacy community. So if I'm doing something for the Italian embassy, those people respect work. they respect your career, and so some of the invoices are also heavy. And I thank God that I'm able to do what I'm doing to take care of my family, take care of myself, and I'm trusting the process. I'm not looking at building one of the biggest mansions or buying one of the expensive cars. My biggest motivation is that at least I'll get somewhere to sleep, get food to eat, pay my kids' school fees, and also impact humanity.
Wow, that sounds very impactful. What are some of the results?
Positive. I mean, I can countless. On top of my fingers, I can mention few things that I've used my platform to change. Adom TV Multimedia, a lot of the media platform covered this story when I went to the Volta region to cover St. Paul Senior High School, how they were fed. I mean, you saw that story.
I remember,
10 students,
so you broke that story.
Exactly. That was huge. That's one of my biggest stories. And this is a blogger moving from Accra, driving all the way to Volta region because I discovered a story that needs to be addressed. And fast forward, the Old Student Association came together and now they are enjoying better food. I saw a bridge somewhere at Banana in Mamprobi. I went to cover it my people and then they have new bridge. Countless, fiscally challenged. 2021, I shared over 20 wheelchairs. That's my goal there with Kobby Kyei project. So I discover people who are fiscally challenged and cannot walk, and they are in a deprived community. And because of our mindset, when people are fiscally challenged, we have this notion that it's a curse, spirituality. So I move to them and also make sure that I share wheelchairs. What else? Countless. I mean, recently with Michael Blackson. If I tell you how I was able to meet Michael Blackson, so Michael Blackson had an event at the Independence Square, and Sarkodie was part of the artists who were supposed to perform. So backstage, I heard him whisper to Sarkodie that he's going to commission his school. I just heard the conversation. I moved to him. I told him that, you know what? This is something that I'm already doing. I love humanitarian stuff. I want to follow you. I'm not going to charge you. So I didn't take a peso from Michael Blackson. I said, this is what I want to do to support that project. And obviously, I'm from Aguna Diakwa. And Michael is from Aguna and Saban. So I followed them, joined his team, we went to sleep like 2 days. And that story was huge, was everywhere. So these are the things that I am using my platform. Rent issues. Rent issues is something that is always on my heart. I've been trying to put a lot of information. I also speak for a lot of youth because obviously I'm a youth myself. So I surface the internet to know what some of the people are going through to see how best I can use my platform to change the narrative and speak for people. So I've done a lot of things and I feel humbled, and by God's grace, anytime that I put out information out there, I pray over it and I get the results.
When you put out information and you don't get results, what do? I know that's disappointing. Okay, wait. Has it ever occurred that you put out an information or a report, something devastating, or something you feel like it is deteriorating? You put it out, and it is not well attended to. What do?
It breaks my heart. I mean, as a
has it ever occurred?
Of course, countless times. You put out information, you speak to the right quarters, you speak to the people who are in charge, and they promise you are going to do it. And you still get feedback from the people that you want to report the case on to tell you that, boss, what is happening? What is happening? Child, are we going to get results? It breaks my heart. But the beautiful thing is that those contents are timeless. So they are on your page. I did a story that I got disappointed. Nobody attended to it. But fast forward in some few years, somebody actually visited the page, saw it, and they got the results that he needed. So those contents are not the trendy stuff. But if you do those humanitarian and developmental stories, no matter how you might not get a result as soon as possible, but trust me, for example, if there are bad rules in a community and it has not been fixed, that video showing that this community are experiencing bad road will forever be there, and it will get attended because that content is timeless. And that's what has been my philosophy. I always want to put out information on my page that in the next 10 years, Andy's children will come and see, so, a certain blogger came to Ghana and covered this story, bad road, and it's still there. Let me fix it. So I think generational. I am not thinking out what I'm going to put on my page to get that attraction now. I am looking at putting out information on my page that I get a result soon or later. It is going to get addressed.
But most of them are into clickbaits. Well, it's a numbers game. That as much as you get your numbers, that's how you make your kwacha.
Yes.
Right? Are you not concerned about that?
So let me tell you this. And let me also use this opportunity to educate everyone out there. We are over 30 million population. Andy, not everyone will want to wake up to look at what is trending. There are people in their own circles that I deal with, or my audience, that are not looking for what is trending today. My question is, what are we giving to those audience? There are people who help my brand, who pay me, they don't comment. Most of them don't even follow me. They just go on my page. They don't click follow Kobby Kyei, but they visit my page from time to time. They will not comment. They will not. I'm sure there are pages like that you follow that you don't comment, you don't like, but you love what they are doing,
of course,
and you love to support them. Exactly. So over 30 million population, we have.
No, but I called you. Remember,
exactly.
I sent
You called me, yes.
But I wanted to support.
Yes.
When you can
Triplets. Woman or triplet.
Okay. Right.
You understand? And so I look crack on triplets, and I also posted. It says, my one go for baby. So back to the matter. So 30 million population. Are you looking at a few sector who are always having that conversation that negative sells, clickbait, negative sells? Why don't we also change the narrative to send a signal that positive sells? Without a clickbait, you can get money.
That is your spin?
That is how I spin. That is my philosophy.
Do you get support?
That is why I'm here today, for you to interview me. And I appreciate it. The very little support that I get from the people when it comes to my brand and my direction, I don't take them for granted. Because we're in a space where everybody wants to jump on. Charlie, where do we at them? And I'm say, oh, where do we at them? Okay, mo enjoy it. Me if you di oma, omumpe, so I'm be follow ma, ye di we at them no. And those people trust me. Well, they're sorry to say, oh, you're fun to say perfume gua. Na sorry, toilet gua. He be once and beko. House flies will go everywhere. Sorry to say, toilet and go no. Baby, go for craving go, but quality people. So those are my target audience. I am not disputing the fact that those who want to do the clickbait and whatever have you, I don't have an issue with them. People are there who want to also consume those content. I respect it, but I also want people to respect me, to know that this is what I stand for. Because I've had issues where people want to attack my personality because I stand for this. Yes. Well, you're a positive blogger, and so what?
Your fellow bloggers?
I mean, I've seen few on TV or radio, when they go on radio and they ask them, we've seen your colleague blogger say that he stands for positivity, and then I'm expecting the blogger to say that is his audience. I respect it. This is what we also want to do. They won't say that, but what they will say is that I don't know also a positivity today. Or no, you can't positive and no cry anything. I mean, let's respect every trade, and let's respect all the audience. I don't have any problem when you want to do what you are doing, because people actually, I mean, they get paid for it, so it means that people want that content, and I fully respect that. But for me as a blogger and where I'm going, I believe that every information that I put out has the tendency of destroying the mindset of the people. And let me say this: gone away the days. We still have documentaries about Kwame Nkrumah. Social media wasn't active, but the little videos that they were able to take is making sense to us right now. So, in a nutshell, what I'm saying is that social media is documenting every step that we are making as human beings now in a global village, in the current dispensation, everything that you are doing. So, imagine in the next, say, 50 years, they are pulling up some of the content that you posted. They are showing some of the stuff that you did. How are you going to defend it? You understand? We all have our bad side, which we all always want to check. We always want to see the checks and the balances. But in a nutshell, Mr. Andy, God created you, created Boo God, created my brother here, to impact ourselves. God knew that one day you need Martinez to support your show. God knew that you need a certain DJ to support you. So God created all of us to impact each other, not to destroy each other. So when you are putting out information out there, which is going to distort and destroy people, destroy current generation there, and the next generation, you're going to pay for it.
So your for me, I admire the bloggers a lot because, well, you guys put out good stuff, and I mean, certain things that we didn't get the opportunity to share, right? Because I may be on radio. If you don't get the chance to listen, that's it. But a blogger may pick it up, give it a very good caption, and then others who are not closer to their radios, as you lay out or relay that information, they also get the chance to see it again. Again, just as you said, a generational thinker, you put out stuff that people may also be interested in supporting. How did blogging start?
Thank you so much. I give thanks to God Almighty. I give glory to God for how far He's brought me. Blogging. So, like I mentioned in my preamble, I love journalism. I love journalism so much. So, after university, when I was still trying to figure out what I would do, I had accumulated a lot of numbers because of SAC.
Okay.
Because I was a huge SAC audio fan, and SAC audio fans 10, Mission 5, Mission 1. And during the days of fan base, we were traveling to support our artists. Like, say, SAC has a show in Takrade, Onimye, but not Sacaholics.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, a chichiska. Obedo stage near. I remember one time I've narrated this story quite a lot of time. Tamale, he was going to launch the Mary album. They got to the airport. We had to set off at Kwame Nkrumah Circle. I think it was 11 hours. I told my mom we were going for excursion. Like about six Sarkodie fans, 5. Big shout out to all the guys. Traveled all the way to Tamale. Sarkodie came with his team. Got to Tamale Airport. So we went to sleep over. The next morning, we waited for them at the airport. Osha and Jenny was, you was crying, how many hours? And I'm Matana Bass, my justice come and support me. So genuinely, we were supporting SAC. So I was a SAC fan. Not knowing that Nichirana Midino, I was learning a lot of things that was going to benefit me today. I had no idea about it. So I had accumulated numbers. So when I was posting content about SAC, people actually thought that I was blogging, but I had no idea about blogging. Okay. So I went to visit Amir Debra. When I googled bloggers in Ghana, his name came first. And I said, no. I read about him, went on his blogs, his page, and I said, no, I want to tap into the wisdom of this guy and his direction. So fast forward, I had his contact, called him, and he said, oh, my name is Kobby Kyei. Oh, I know you. I mean, I see you on the timeline. Can I visit you? He said, oh, come home. Had a conversation with Amir, and he said that I even thought that you were blogging already because I've seen you post about it. I said, no, I'm just posting as a fan. And he said, no, if that's what you are doing, because you get your captions right, you everything you are doing for SAC, that's why today people want to say, oh, SAC is blogger. Because I was always trying to put out accurate information about him. And so he said, that's what you are doing. Just make sure that you generalize what you are doing and make it affect everybody. I said, hey, I'm a yo, and the Omo. So I came back, started reading a lot about blogging. And one of the things that I saw when I was reading about blogging is how bloggers use their platform to share opinions about situations, about happenings, about events, about incidents. And I said, okay, that is what I'm going to do. So 2017, so this year will be exactly 6 years that I started blogging.
Wow.
Yes, November this year will be 6 years. I started blogging. And so I got my website. Big shout out to my beautiful wife, Georgette Ajuache. Got me money. I was struggling back then. Got me money to get a domain for myself, website, from events. One incident. Xylophone. That time, that xylophone was everywhere. Press conference. I got the GHQ who gave me 20 CDs.
This guy, they did it.
I swear. Just go, make sure that just go, because now I was then picking up. So you get to events and they look at you and they said, But so your name no did the list inside. Anytime that Jade go quattro 20 B, I said no, Charlie, I can't. God bless GHK so much. He would tell me that Kobby, your name is not part of the list, but this is what I want to give you. I can walk to the event. They would tell me Ghana Music Awards. Every event I go, they say my name is not part of the list.
Oh,
so let me go. By God's grace, now I'm just in my room receiving emails. Come here, do this. Send your rate card. Do this. So
hey, you have a rate card.
Rich card no.
Fifi, relax.
Rich card no.
So polish to you shine. I said no, polish. I have to shine. Polish from one event to the other, and then people started noticing me. People started to see my stuff. I started interview. I've interviewed quite a number of people by God's grace, and then we moved from that span or that space of the Sarkodie fan, Sarkodie Kobby Kyei, and then to relating into every field, every dimension of life. So that's how it all started.
But back in the day, what were you doing wrongly to not get your name on those lists? And what do you think they were doing differently?
Not because I was on a come up. Just like every up and coming artist, they get to stay named them and many more. I was part of and many more should motivate you. And Andy, one of my biggest motivation is when you disappoint me. When people disappoint me, I'm happy. Because I come through the window and you'll be surprised and you can't even work with me. So along the line, I saw that disappointment, not the fact that probably GH Weku is wicked and he's giving me 20 cities, or this person is not telling me that I am not part of the list. I still have to grind hard for them to know my word, to know that no, we need this person. So now, when I'm in my space, when I'm at home and I get invites, what they call me, they say, Kobby, we need you to be part of the list because of your audience. We also need a bit of your audience. So I think consistency, hard work, using those disappointment moments to recover, to prove a point that you were also made of something.
Well, messages. Kweku Louis says sensible explanation. Desmond Black says you go there, you speak for the less privileged and find results for them. This is so human. God bless you and take your style of blogging far. Polish till you shine. Kobby Kyei, I'm proud to be part of your philanthropist team. Michael Osun Cancer says, go there with Kobby Kyei has gone a long way to help the less privileged. May God bless him. He needs all the support. Kobby Aduchum says, good morning, keep up the good work. Lillian says, she says, good morning, Andy. God bless you and your team. Augustus Pillow says, all bloggers should use their platform to speak for the less privileged and address social issues. That's blogging. Enough of twerking and gossips blogging. Moses Law said, Andy, please ask Kobby Kyei if he knows Isaac Say, Redeemer from Salvation Army, Aguna Diakwa. You know him?
Yeah. So those guys were part of the people my father trained to play the trumpet.
God knows Ahin Agba says, this is more than a masterclass. Big up, Kobby Kyei. Are you open for mentorship?
Yes, this year is part of my project.
Right. Lillian says, she says, what a wonderful blogger. God bless you and will take you far. Prince Selby said, God bless you, Kobby Kyei. Michael Osun Kansas says, Kobby Kyei, I love the way he blogs and the impact he's having on our country. God bless you. GOK Break says, I quite remember when he told me this at Green's Lounge when Sarkodie was having his No Pressure show. I got closer to him and asked him, I'm a blogger. What should I blog about? Kobby Kyei News said, don't blog about positive. And I took his word till now. And he does it. Okay. Yaflex says, big shout to Kobby Kyei. Okay. Those were comments on Facebook.
Super humble.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Uh-oh. Too many comments for you, Kobby. Freaks Empire says, Andy, ask him about Shutter Slap and why he collected that. Did Shutter Slap you?
I think his photographer, Corona Wuku, in Takrade.
Why?
I think it was Kofi Kenyatta's Made in Tadi. I think that year that Shutter was built to perform as a headline. So I was there. So Kwabena Oku used to work with SAC. So we had that rapport. So I know Kwabena Oku very well. So backstage, I went to tap Kwabena. I said, oh, Charlie, what's up? I was just trying to say hello and just pass away. I just tapped him, turned, and gave me a slap. Child, I'm especially United to you.
Ah,
yes.
Just like that?
Yeah, just like that. And that point, bloggers were around, the media were around. I asked myself, should I react? And a sound came to my mind. It was very fast. It said, if I react, media people around, they're going to put this on tape. My children will be disappointed when they see this video. So I moved to my hotel back, came back to Accra the next day.
And, okay, did you get the chance to speak with him afterwards?
No, I think he was on one platform. Shatta was on one platform. I saw few of the tape, and he was asked why his photographer would do that. And the comments that he gave actually broke my heart, because he said, "Me esako the blogger into no Shatta shows the then I was here." So literally means that I wasn't supposed to be there. So the question is, do I deserve the slap from Kwabena? But so I got disappointed, and I said, okay, let me just be in my space, because for me, I believe in posterity. So I just had to just pray to God to let it slide.
No, I don't get it. You, that Kobby, I've seen Kobby. Kobby is my guy.
Yes.
Or I've seen Fifi Coleman, who used to,
exactly.
he said he used to work
Yes,
or part of a team.
Exactly.
Fifi used to come to Hitz. I meet Fifi at National Theatre. Fifi is there on a George Quay show, or Bulldog is having a vanilla lunch. I see Fifi tap him,
Yeah. I don't know what was running through his mind. Yeah. Till date, I'm still waiting for him to explain. And he will explain one day. One day he will explain. He will explain why he did that. I've still not gotten why he did that. Because I had no issue with him.
And Shatta gave that explanation.
Yes.
Which means he knew or heard.
Exactly. But I mean, it's just one of those things.
And he's the same person that goes on Twitter saying that I should get Sako there and some minute in a room. No, my budget.
It's just one of those things.
He's not correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Wow. It's some way. Okay. Yes. Maybe you get some issue in the past. You may have forgotten.
No. I think it's just the feedback from the fans that I hardly post about Shatta and all that. Anything about Shatta, which is the moments, I don't hesitate to share. Sometimes his fans will get surprised. Hey, Charlie, thank you so much. Today, the SM for life, Kobby Kyei. You know, the SM boys, when you are for their boss. Exactly.
You are for them.
Exactly. But I mean, it's all one industry. If I feel like posting, if it is something that will benefit my audience, because we are looking at audience. So if Shatta, beautiful collaboration with Beyonce was on my website, my timeline, I shared that moment. But if it's something that doesn't correlate or correspond to my brand, my ideology, and my audience, no.
Okay. Well, Freaks Empire, he was the one he said he's the only blogger that doesn't post Yanom on his page. What's the meaning? Also, why doing? Nana Kwame says, Andy asked him what motivates him to move around the country, especially to villages. Well, it looks like you just tuned in. He's explained already. Shikome says, wow, huge inspiration. Kennedy Kendall of Kofi says, looks like Kobby Kyei is now the Otable of our time because he speaks so well. More grease to his elbow. Ghana at _ Branch said, the only sensible blog. Oh, Masa. Oh, the only there. So you can. You meant to also.
Okay.
Meant to also.
Okay, take out the only.
The blogger with sense. Okay. Ebenezer Kobna says, Andy, I've watched the video before. The passion to which he plays the trumpet is the same he uses in doing his work. Great guy by all standards with a sense of objectivity. Kobby Kyei, big up yourself. GOK Break says, good morning. Please tell Kobby Kyei I love him so much and also want to say he inspires me to write good blogs. Okay. Right. Keep on coming. Those were tweets. Kobby Kyei is my special guest. So, do you have friends that in your space?
Like blogging friends. So they are friends when we meet on the field. Yes, they are friends when we meet on the field. So I've been on the same flight with Zion on the field. We are going to work. Events on the field, we are working. But aside that, anytime I hear from Zion, Kweku, then means that there's a program that he wants me to be part of. Anytime I also kind of call them to know that, oh, so there's an event that I want you guys to be part. So apart from that, we hardly talk. But for the purposes of the profession, we still got the vibe.
But wait, it looks like you've isolated yourself. You've distanced yourself from them. They seem to be some sort of a group, but you are nowhere near them each time they are seen together. If there is a party or a hangout or anything, you don't mingle. You are not seen. Any reason?
So recently, I had an invite to be at Bloggers Party.
Right.
It was I think it happened
On the Spintex.
On the Spintex Road.
I
I
think
got
I
the
saw it.
invite, and I asked the organizer a lot of questions, and that's me. Anytime I've rejected a lot of people who send me money that Charlie who post to a drove sorry to say on radio. And huge money, and sometimes my staff will get surprised. I tell them that, have you registered? I even go to the extent of asking you, have you registered with the FDA? And they go like, but your friends post you to post them. I said, no, I don't work like that. You have to show me a proof that it has been registered with the FDA. Because if something goes, we saw watch it trending on Twitter because of people going to eat. Exactly. So I'm always careful about the information I put out because I'm serving a community. So I got an invite. I told them, what is going to happen there? Are you organizing a party for us to come and hang out and have fun as bloggers, or you want to organize a party to promote your place? He said, come have party and promote my place. Okay. Now, what do you do at your pub? What's the name?
Stripper.
Strippers. We do stripper. We do food. And I said, okay, so we are going to post all these things.
How?
We are going to post all these things on our page when we come. And I said, yes, we are going to pay you. And I said, sorry to disappoint you, but I can't be part. And Andy,
Because of the strip?
exactly,
tease?
because when I go there, I'm going to be under mandate to post it because you've paid me. And once somebody gives you money to post it, once you accept, move your car to the location, it means that you have to post. And those are not my target. If you are organizing party for myself, Zion, all the guys come and chill, I will come because I know all the guys. But to come and promote strippers on my page, hell no. Because that is going to destroy my followers.
So couldn't you have posted without the strip tease?
It's better I don't go there at all.
So you turned down the money.
Exactly. And that will go a long way to help me.
Did you tell your wife?
Then, at the beginning, she was still trying to fine tune with what I'm doing because what do you call it? Pampers. And some of these events, the money is huge.
Yeah.
Hey. And sometimes when she's around me, I put it on speaker. Then I want to hear her feedback. Charlie, if I show you, will you can? I say, diapers.
Diapers wedding.
What I say?
That's it.
But now she's my number one fan. She will come and say, I went for a wedding and some people approached me and I told them, no, you don't do that. So they didn't even bother. And Andy, it will take time for me to create this niche. But trust me, I know where I'm going. Because at the end of the day, you as a person, you as the creator, know the direction and where you want to go. And so if you allow certain money to destroy you right now, it will get to a point that you're going to be stagnant. That you can't relate. And you always have to find your niche. Niche is very important as a blogger. That is why we have hits, we have joy, we have Adon, because they serve a certain purpose, a certain target. So if you don't fine-tune your target to know that, and it takes a lot of discipline, Andy, because for you to say that you need money to buy food and to reject some money or some funds coming from a certain quarters, it takes a lot of discipline. But at the end of the day, I've used a lot of people as an example. I interviewed Ben Bracco one day, and after the interview, we had a nice conversation, and Ben Bracco said, Kobby, I assure the interview and go for better. Because the perception about bloggers having an interview, you know, we are sure say, when be some BBA or be training, sure that I was quiet for moments, and then he told me that, Kobby, whichever views that you get, put it on your YouTube. But guess what? When I'm no more one day and there's a documentary from every high authority, the copyright money you are going to gain on this interview, you can't eat it. So just keep it. And that is something I won't forget. For me to do an interview, put it on a record, not get the the whole about use around it, but in future, knowing that this interview is going to serve a purpose one day. It's a timeless interview. That is something that I am looking at.
You can't kill the man.
Oh, no. So God bless Mr. Ben Bracco. May you live long. May you live long. So those are some of the things that I am always looking at.
What did the guy tell me? Say what? And he does you what? The prophet. He says what? He say, well, you grow long.
You grow long.
Kujaja consider, let me pray for you as a man of God, and it does you will grow long. Wow. On YouTube, someone says, polish till you shine. DCDLK says, hi to Kobby, keep up the good work. I'm really glad Kobby is really doing a good job for the urban communities. Prince Martin said, God bless you, Mr. Che. DCLK says, I'm really loving the sense of humor on the part of Kobby Kyei. Respects. These are comments from YouTube. What was the biggest challenge in your work?
My biggest challenge, which I'm still facing, is the fact that people haven't still been convinced that blogging goes beyond gossiping. Last week, when I was with my team, we visited two brothers who were working with UN, and they've come back to establish as farmers. Huge project. And somebody actually recommended me to them. When I got there, the introduction stage, he said, gentlemen, let me tell you, when this person mentioned your name that you were a blogger, I got pissed. I didn't even want to listen to who the person was because of a certain perception that this is how they trade. But I went to your page with my brother, with my team, scrutinized some of the things you've done, and we even asked them to call you to come. And you've proven yourself that you are different because, and that's my challenge. Anytime, so imagine if the person had not visited my page. Imagine the number of contracts that has been cancelled because of a certain perception. So that is a challenge that I am dealing with right now. Anytime there's a gig, somebody has to step in for me to convince the client that no, this person, no, we can trust him. We can trust him. And so when am I going to deal with that? You understand? So that's the big challenge. And these are huge people who don't want to put any dent on their brand. And so you have to go extra mile to convince them. Send them my page, have a conversation. So the gentleman actually started to interrogate me, to ask me questions to know whether what I have on my page resonates or reflects with my character and my mindset.
Your thinking. Okay.
My thinking. So we started a conversation. We started talking about the youth, the empowerment, and the fact that how national service personnel, these days, we've not paid attention to agriculture. And I told him that, the reason why the youth have not been attracted to agriculture and farming and fishing is because when we were growing up, the front page of agriculture books had old women chewing sticks. I said, almost seeing 82. So it gives us an impression that
it's for the
aged people. So it never made any sense to any youth coming up. So I challenge you and your brother to do that. Have a conversation with authorities. Also with the national service personnel. Some of them, make sure that you create that avenue where they will come to the farming field to have exchange programs. Into no be school, no national service, no. Obey started farming BB. Ebi or office or more Hitz FM, but still no farming because national service no onya quite ekosuya BB. Those days that was what people were doing. National service people were going onto the farm, the fields to sort of explore to learn certain things. And I had that conversation with the man and said, no, we're going to work with you. But I can't be going around to convince people on my state of mind and my state of blogging. So I feel that is one of the challenges that I'm facing. But by God's grace, we are getting there.
All right. More comment. Okay, Martinez, please.
Honestly, I'm very happy the way you guys have been celebrated, especially within this week. Very, very happy. And big thank you to you, Andy, and the team. Because, look, it has given the opportunity for you guys to really express yourself for people to understand you. Because what we know is that you guys are bloggers and you are in for trends. A lot of people might not even understand what you are doing, but having this platform, at least it has opened the minds of the people for them to really know who you are, what you stand for, your beliefs, and even your vision. And I'm so much happy for that. Are you still the blogger with the Billboard title? Because you're the only blogger with Billboard. You still hold that title?
No, because maybe Nasa. I think this year I have a road safety campaign coming up, huge one. So I think that will lead me to have my second billboard on the streets.
Because that's interesting. I mean, when you see that, it's really fun. It makes you understand that, look, it's not just about products, but look, people also have, plans and vision despite the field in which they are.
Let me tell you one interesting thing about the billboard that I did. So it was mounted at the Nima police station. So I had a meeting with, fast forward, I had a meeting with Kobby Kyei. Someone invited me, he wanted to have a conversation with me. I went there, and when he mentioned my name, the wife actually told him that, and when he billboard or Nima Honana blogger, no. So first, I had to connect with the wife to know that, no, so that's the guy.
That's great. Do you guys have an association?
No,
No,
we don't have. It's something that anytime I meet the guys, we try to champion, so that we can have sort of regulations to know those who are doing the right thing and those who are not doing the right thing, and how you can be a member, so that there will be some sort of policies, regulations to define the thing very well, to people to have the clear understanding of our core duties in playing in this economy. So it is something that I'm still fighting for. I wish that all of us will have a body like the Ghana Journalism Association, like Ghana Bloggers Association. I think with that we're going to have a uniform or sort of unionism, like the mindset, mind frame. And I feel say we even will get a lot of gigs even more than the individual thing that we're doing. Once that they know that, like, election is coming, Ghana Bloggers Association, this is the agenda we want you guys to do. What can we do for our communities? What can we do? We can change when it comes to entertainment. What can we do? Let's drive a certain conversation, because media is part of the arms of government. And so I feel that there should be sort of association with with bloggers, so that we can drive a conversation. So it's a very laudable idea. And I'm hoping that one day we come to a point where all of us will have a big association in the blogging community.
Yeah, so quick one. I like your brand. I like everything you've said. I like your principles. I mean, what you are doing, the developmental work, some of the works you send me, I see, and what you are putting out there, inspiring people, motivating people. I mean, taking blogging to the next level. I like everything, especially with the former French ambassador, what you guys are doing. I believe that it has a very big result, which very soon we will see. And I don't know what's going on though, but I believe that the impact that is going to make on the industry is big. So just keep focused. Whatever your principles are, it will be difficult for people to understand you, but then with time, you'll be celebrated one day. So big house.
Fifi, please.
And so I think Martinez took something out of what I was thinking about. Is the idea of a unified body as bloggers. What I struggle with is, how do you check yourselves? Is there a way, who who oversees your activities? Do you call on your brother and say, Charlie Zion, this post you do, it be a little bit this way, or Kobby, this thing you do, there should be a system of checks and balances amongst yourselves that you can actually call your brother and say, Ronnie, I beg, this post I not say A, B, C, D, is it possible to D, E, F? You know what I'm saying? It's important because as a group you have a bigger voice. As a unit, you charge, in a way that if you go to Kobby and Kobby takes 5,000, this one takes 5, it becomes like
Exactly.
nobody just pushes.
Exactly.
It's a good thing to think about and to do. A couple of things I just want to know: are you? Because I don't think you are, but a reformed blogger. When you started, did you also start with let's show a little skin here, and then later on say, no, I'm doing the wrong thing. Let me go back to doing the right thing. Did you ever do something?
That's
like
a
that?
very good question. I have been consistent with everything that I'm doing now.
See, that's awesome. And then just to leave you off, there is beauty in the pain. There's beauty in the struggle. There's success after this whole part that you're going through. The fact that you believe that whatever seeds you are sowing now, you might not just reap the fruits right now, but it's coming ahead of you. It's something that it resides in you. So keep believing the faith that you have, and God bless you for the lives that your work has touched so far. Thank you.
God bless you so much, Safi.
Kobby, they're my guys, so with the vibe, two positive guys.
Do you feature him on your page?
No.
In terms
Please
of
allow.
In terms of
Anything. Have you ever posted him?
no, but I've
Thank
posted
you.
his artist before.
Oh, his art is there very clean. Yes. Because if you refuse strippers, you must refuse him too. Yes. He's a stripper. You know the strip?
Kobby,
Yes, sir.
Me and you, they vibe on that level.
Thank you so much for the
that
advice, back door.
We do that, and like you talk. Once you've decided to do this, the challenges will be enormous. But then you should understand that, like the Spartans, you are the few against the many.
Like that be your favorite movie.
Oh yeah, 300.
300.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, come on,
Yeah. So just stand strong. And you meet a lot of things too that the other people will not also meet in terms of opportunities and whatever. So Charlie, keep at it. Don't. You said something. I mean, you don't want to build like the biggest house or drive the nicest car. Just something simple, maybe I would do. And that's what life is really, really about. It's about giving yourself to others. We're here in service. People don't get that. Anybody who's here that has done any sort of service, and have benefited more out of the service than they've given, I believe that hell is meant for them. When they say there's a hell, it's meant for those people. Because, like people say, the tree will not throw shade for itself. It throws for others. So, Charlie, kudos with what you do, and Charlie, let's keep doing this, yeah?
God bless you.
All right, then, Charlie.
Robert! Spartans!
What is your secret?
What is your profession?
What is your secret in this case? Who? Charlie, Kobby has been doing the most. First of all, I just want to say big ups. As I listened to him, I couldn't help it but listen to him through the lens of marketing. I could clearly see him working on his segmentation. And then target. There's something called STP, segmentation, targeting, positioning, and I think he's done that very well. Sticking to his core values, clearly helping him distinguish himself from people within the space, and that basically helps him create a niche, and so therefore makes it easier for people to call him out for whatever project they want to be able to give him. So I just want to say kudos to that particular respect. Yesterday I was saying that one of the things that I had an issue with this industry is the fact that when you say blogging, there's actually the true sense of the word blogging, which is about people sharing expert knowledge in specific fields, and that was the points that I wasn't getting too much of. But then I see the likes of that, in his area, and because it gets to a point where you actually need people sharing an opinion in certain specific areas out of research, things that you have conviction about that you need to be able to put to the front. And to a certain extent, I don't even want to call these guys bloggers anymore. The reason is because, you see, for me, these guys are functioning as they're media houses. You understand? They're media houses. They are informing, they are educating, and then they are entertaining. So maybe one of the key things we are not getting on the other platforms may be the education aspect, and maybe that's one of the things we need to be able to highlight. But for as long as we look at these guys in the light of media houses, because that's what they are doing on social media platforms, I think that for me, the call for the ethics of journalism and whatever you guys are using in terms of running this particular station when it comes to ethics-wise, I think those are some of the things that we need to be able to embrace 100%. Because at the end of the day, if you don't, or if we don't, it will get to the point where you have some lawyers suing you for having posted something because you just didn't apply, the necessary, rules or the guidelines from, the various organizations. So that's really what I need to say. But I just want to say that, Charlie, his story is just exciting, and I believe that quite a number of people out there that it could be inspirational to, and we need to be able to constantly push that kind of work out there. So yeah, Charlie, big ups and keep doing you, and wish you all the best.
Thank you. God bless you. Super humbled.
Abna, hey, Priya, please.
If yeah.
Hey, Abna.
Yes, so hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so... Oh. No, but actually he's, I think, I can't say even one of, but I think the cleanest blogger I know. I don't see much of the mess that goes on social media on his side. And yeah, so
Mama, I'll fetch some negative stuff.
Okay, so I think off the back of what Robert was saying, I mean, blogging started as giving expert advice, and it even started not necessarily about people talking, but people publishing long, I don't know if it's epistles or long write-ups on specific
editorials.
Editorials.
Opinions.
Thank you. on things or issues. I really used to read, that's how even things like Vogue magazine came out, because people were giving their expert opinions on fashion and lifestyle. So then there was the evolution of blogging, where they had people like Perez Hilton in America who was dishing out all the dirt on celebrities, and I think he's living up to his he's getting his karma now. as a form. I think he's still blogging though, but now he's toned it down because he's a father now. So I think blogging over the years has evolved, and it has gained this paparazzi-esque,
And the bloggers are very important.
Yes.
Have you gone to an event and hey,
exactly
bloggers
now invite bloggers to their important. Like you could see if anybody wants to become popular in Ghana, and I think our sister Captain Polo was just around here. I mean, if you listen to her story, she used to pay bloggers to say things about her on social media to become popular.
Did you ever get that?
No. I didn't. Oh, him. Okay, fine.
Did I get what?
Did you get people like coming to you to pay you to talk about them on your blog
from beginning
to become popular?
But I was very strict on that. But now, hell no.
Okay, so you see, that's why I said he's very.
No, so
that's why he's on billboards and other bloggers are not on billboards.
He put it himself.
Which is good.
Which is
Great.
He said he did it himself.
Yeah, but he's marketing himself. He's marketing. I don't think it's only blogging that you do either ways, right? With your platform.
Exactly.
Yeah. So kudos to him. I like the fact that his peers are towing a particular line, but he dares to be different. You understand? So kudos to you. I'm just happy for you.
Thank you.
Billy Success says, Kobby dear, one love. Pope Jigga says, patriotic voice, watching my favorite station live inside Dakuma and Accra. I'm pleading with Ghanaians to exercise patience with this government. Government is still working.
No.
Special regards to Excellency Nana Kuya also free Deputy Ambassador to the People's Republic of China. What else? God Yahweh bless our hustle. Michael Ousun Kansa says, go there with Kobby Kyei. Great guy, glad to have him as a brother. Inshaban DJ says, good morning, Mr. Andy. Though I don't support what Kwabena Uku did to Kobby Kyei, but I think Kobby, isn't saying the truth because he was anti-Shatter. He was always saying negative stuff about Shatter on Xylophone FM on Sammy Fly's show, so I think his negative talk triggered that slap from Uku. Emmanuel Kwesia Bwajia Sibu says, go there with Kobby Kyei. Real Azar Jr. said, my favorite blogger is loyalty with SAC alone. God bless him more. Ado Stanley said, no wonder people tag him as a SAC fan. He speaks very well. Laguna Diaka to the world. Arthur Sylvester says, Kobby such an inspiration. Maria Messinam said, great man, brand. Ghana is blessed, you know. We need people like him in this country. The motivation and the leadership skill alone is enough for people like me who are working harder to get into the industry. God bless you, sir. Urban Gospel says, Andy, there is Artwag where bloggers are part. Okay. The Arts and Writers Association of Ghana.
Yeah, so which George Quay leads?
George leads.
Actually, there's an because George Quay leads, and there was this conversation a while back where when William was a president.
Yeah, William Asidu.
Yeah, he mentioned clearly that there was a need for the bloggers to be incorporated or for them to work together because things had evolved and they needed to have some of the ethics that they were working with, to for these guys to also kind of like use the same thing, just so that everybody can be brought, to the same level. So yeah, I think that's also an area we could investigate.
Nice. Good. Maxwell Toga says, good morning, Andy. I'd like to tell my brother Kobby that he should go where he'll be celebrated and appreciated. And for the fact that he acted maturely and didn't return the slap, I respect you more. Polish till you shine. Please keep challenging me to do more and do so well. Salam. Eric Kofi said, my favorite blogger, Polish till you shine. Maxwell Toga said, don't let others draw you to the mud. Keep that good work, bro. Nanaya Odro Mensa says, only two in Ghana, Kobby and Amiao. Ata Sylvester says, God bless you. Okay. Right. In case you're just tuning, you're listening to Hits 103.9 FM. Kobby Kyei is my special guest. And this week we're celebrating bloggers. Freaks Empire says, Andy is a good man and even better than... Oh, Masa, why?
Even better than who?
Macho.
We want the tea.
Andy.
Macho. Rough Frog says... Excuse me. And it was speaking about checks and balances in blogging. I applaud Elombini about 2 years ago. I did a story for Bini Words, and he actually called me to explain to me the problems that article might bring. It wasn't published. Yabu, you wanted to say something?
Usually when you are reading the comments and you find out there's something wrong, you address it, right? So the comment that
not all. Some of them I just let it slide.
Let it slide, okay? Because there was two comments before this one. And it was about the slap. And the person was trying to justify the slap. I think you should have addressed it. No matter what anybody does, nobody has a right to put their hands on. Nobody. They are not anybody's baby. Some of these things before climb or before no even read them.
No, he's right. He's right. He's so right. He's so right. I mean, which right do you have, or which authority, that the fact that I work with Hits FM, if you are working with Star FM, we can't be buddies. I mean, me and Nana go back and forth every day. We chatting beautifully. Giovanni's my friend. I mean, all of them are my buddies. So because of that, what? I forgot. No.
Imagine say you slap Kwame Dazisa, then today he's joined Multimedia Group.
I'll need a ladder to do that. I'll need a ladder to do that. So yeah, well, information reaching us indicates, sad information, that comedian SDK, you all know SDK, right? Yeah. Remember, he lost his dad not long ago, and even mentioned that the mother was also in the hospital. Unfortunately, the mother has passed on. Yeah, so SDK, we wish you our condolence and all the incredulence you may. We pour them all out to you from the team. Kobby,
Yes, sir.
thank you very much for
Final
coming.
words, eh?
Thank you. Yes, go ahead.
All right, sure. So condolences to SDK, and I have two important things to share. Number one, let's respect ideas. I've had a lot of people when they invite you, Kobby, want to engage you. You go there, sit, share ideas, then you won't hear from them again. So let's respect ideas. Second thing that I would say is that documentary. People are not documenting what they are doing. And social media, we've had a lot of legends who have passed on that their social media, they don't have social media handles or they are not active. Let's try to keep the legacies of people who have passed on going. We've had ex-presidents who passed on, who have passed on, and the legacy are not living on because they don't have social media to push that agenda. So to every musician out there, especially the aged, those who are not active, let's try to document and keep our social media active. Like Nanam Pedu, somebody should try to continue the legacy of Nanam Pedu, his family. They should create social media handles for them. A lot of people who have passed on, those who are also living legends must also pay attention.
Bob Marley's account is being verified.
He's very active.
Notorious B.I.G.
Nelson
Michael Jackson.
Nelson Mandela also active. We should have a social media account for.
We are not saying use it, create it, and use it to collect money.
Exactly.
Some people may not know that.
So God bless everyone. God bless every Ghanaian blogger out there. God bless the media. God bless you and the Dusty for creating this segment for bloggers to also share our opinion and also putting the spotlight on us. To your panelists here.
Thank my producers.
Exactly.
They're doing all the magic.
Labi, those on the computers, everybody. Big shout out to my family, my wife and my two kids. Everybody. God bless you so much.
Shout out to producer Mega, David. But thank you. I just had the information. SDK lost his mom yesterday. I reached out to him. Kobby, don't go here, Charlie. And our boy, Kobby has featured on a song.
Yes.
with Samuel G.
Yes.
But hey, Valentine's Day is coming up. Love is a beautiful thing, and those who find it must commit to knowing each other very well. Protect that beauty and remain one with each in love. We're asking you lovebirds out there. Are you with your partner? How well do you know your partner? What do you both enjoy doing together? Can you also team up and try your hands at some general knowledge questions in an area of your choice? Why don't you inject some fun into your relationship this Valentine? Send a message via WhatsApp to 0559 691 797. 0559 691 797 with a photo of you both, your names and your favorite love code. We'll call you and share the next steps with you. Who knows? We could be taking a love trip together with this Valentine to a great destination. We can stay in a plush hotel here in Ghana. Valentine love dinner, couple massage, and loads of other freebies. Couple massage. DJ Black, couple massage. Yeah. Me was on my thumbs up like. Sorry. Massages. Franco Trading Enterprise. It's your leading mobile phone accessories and electric retail outlet. Get to Franco Trading Enterprise today and get all you need when it comes to phones. Mobile phones, the best. Don't go and stand in Kwanchen and get it. But your emphasis. Kindly call 0246 422 338. But hey, on the 11th of February, we will all be at the National Theatre where Kwabna will treat us to some great vibe. The Vitamilk Love Night, I beg your pardon, with Kwabna and friends, Saturday, 11th February at the National Theatre, 8 p.m. sharp. Come feel the beauty of love expressed in 3D. Stand a chance to win tons of gifts, including an Accra ticket for 2, because I'll win 1 pair. Courtesy Prestige Rock, produced by Image Bureau with support from Ebony Condoms. Powered by Joy Entertainment and proudly brought to you by Vitamilk. And I'm like, the condoms. So if you go to events, do you see some of the condoms? No, seriously, because now you get there and condoms are displayed on seats.
Enter and get one free.
Oh, no, but they are displayed. Christmas. I went to an event outside Accra. I was built to perform.
And after the performance,
No. Oh, guys.
Oh, you performed after the performance.
Boys.
Before the
boys,
performance.
boys and girl. Boys and girl.
Yeah, before
So I had gone there. No, honestly, I had gone there. Immediately, DJ Black Cry say what?
How do
Hey, y'all like having
you
this?
are interested?
Jimmy, sir. I just entered my room.
And you got served.
David, I won't pass on.
And when I go there, there were 2 packs.
Said I am this minute to Panasonic.
No, when they go but now
Congratulations.
condoms simple nego.
Congratulations.
So when I picked it,
Now, maybe that's it free.
first, but they were sponsoring, so I knew where they were coming from. But when I picked it, I looked at it.